Good afternoon. So as we continue to try and document the Silvopasture pig ongoing project, I wanted to show paddock 2 after a few weeks of them being in here. We have certain areas where they've done a lot of disturbance, and we have certain areas where they really haven't touched. I'd like to eventually get them in here and see what they do with this, but I expect they won't do much. There's some bamboo growing throughout here where they have been, and you can see they don't really mess with the bamboo. They eat the very young shoots, the baby shoots that are only yay big. They leave the rest alone. But we'll walk through the whole paddock, check out the pigs, check out the disturbance, the areas they like, the areas they kind of leave alone. And you know, in years from now, I'll be able to continue to show the transition of the woods here. So this is the corner farthest from home base. Let me step over the fence here. And as you can see, they've been pretty busy down here. It's because there's a natural spring that runs just below the surface. And they find it every year and make a series of wallows, especially when it's 100 degrees, right? But you can see it's 90 something today. This is still holding water, and it's nice and cool where I'm standing right now in the shade. The pigs are actually laying in the sun right now, which is weird, but I know they have access to this, so I don't bother them. If they want to be dumb hot pigs, they can be dumb hot pigs. I always leave these logs here on the ground. They like to chew them up. You can see they've been nibbling on that guy there. They find bugs and stuff in there, and then once I move them out of here, I move all the logs back kind of in line into their wallows to make them degrade faster. Can, you know, make a more rapid breakdown of the woody material. I always like seeing how they use the trees for scratching posts. Every tree out here is like brown for the first 1.5 feet. It's always very cool to see. But they've done a lot of disturbance down here. It's nice and open. If I take out a bunch of these tiny little crap maples, I mean that one nearest me right there is dead anyway, then get a lot more sun here and hopefully get something growing here other than the mustard and Japanese stilt grass that has kind of taken over this area. Get a lot more of these native grasses here. That's some orchard grass trying to poke through. So I'd like to do a lot more of that, but that requires time. So time is something I'm very short on. But either way, I'll get out here on a day off and just drop a couple trees, turn them into firewood. I have several years already of firewood. Here's a nice big wallow they've made. I like these things because this will stay here for the year, and it'll start to draw frogs. I just saw a frog hop out over there. Guess I'm making too much noise. We're drawing attention. What's up, guys? You gonna come get muddy? Looks like you've already gotten muddy. Did you already get muddy? You wanna come say hello? Yeah. Come on, say hello. Good piggy. Yeah, good piggies. Those are good piggies. You got all kinds of mud face going on, huh? Yeah. You guys are good looking pigs. Don't be bossy. There's plenty of room. Plenty of room for everybody. Yep. Now we're gonna draw quite the crowd. We go ahead and get out of here before I get all mud faced up. I'll look like one of the pigs. You guys gonna get in there? Get in there and wallow? Get down and get cool? That's some nice mud you got. Yeah, that's the good mud. They'll all pile in there too until they're buried. Alright, piggies, I'm gonna continue my walk. Enjoy your wallow. Yeah, good stuff. There he goes. He just plopped down. Nice and cool. Oh, there goes a frog. Nah, that wasn't fast enough. So anyway, they've been bedding down in this area here. I like to leave some of these multiflora rose clusters intact because they use them year after year for bedding. I guess it's nice and open in there. They don't mind the thorns because their hide's so thick. They just get in there and stay out of the sun for a while, which they certainly like. You guys like that? I'm just waiting for this car to pass me in the driveway so that we don't have to listen to him. That guy's doing really well there. Look at this guy. Yeah, he's like, I love it. All right, I'll leave you guys be. So we'll continue along the perimeter here. You can see how it's inside there. It's opened up a little. Year after year, they use the same areas. It must, you know, it makes sense that if one year pigs are drawn to an area, that the next year they'll be drawn too. Here's Big Back. He's our largest boy. What's up, buddy? You coming to tell me off? You're all right. You want to say hi? Or you want to tell me to get away from your stuff, huh? You want to tell me to get away from your stuff? Yeah. He's like, leave me alone. He's nice and muddy too. So, more bedding area, more grass. Again, there's 14 pigs in here. This is about, well, it's over an acre. It's certainly over an acre of paddock, but not much. So right at an acre. This tree here was one of many that I planted. It's a honey locust. And I really hope the pigs leave it alone. Obviously they're not leaving it alone, but this guy's been dead 3 times. Keeps coming back. That's a tough tree right there. So I'm going to take cuttings off of it and plant it all over the place. Hopefully get more resilient honey locusts out here that'll drop highly palatable leaf matter. They get a nice pod on them. That's one heck of a tree right there. The only survivor from my honey locust plantings. Everybody calm down. No need to get all excited. I had irrigation run, I had trees planted, and these guys wrecked it all due to my failure to properly fence them. But we're almost done here. We're coming up on the end of the paddock. Here's a chestnut that's doing pretty good. The pigs don't have access to it, that's why. I had to access paddock 2 through paddock 1, so that's some paddock 1 over there. You can see it's already starting to recover. Got some little crap popping up in here slowly, but it's been so hot and dry, nothing's growing. You guys coming to tell me off? That's okay. You can follow. I'm like the Pied Piper of pigs. As I always say, if you're going to do what I do, get this kind of feeder. It'll save you. You'll never regret it. It's expensive up front, but the savings pays for itself every day after that. And that's it. We're generally back where we started, right here by the water. So, and good timing. That thing's just about to overflow. I couldn't have timed that better if I tried. We're right at the top. So, that's paddock 2. They'll be in here for another week and a half or so, and then it will be time to move into that. So, thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions, I happily answer questions, but typically people don't ask questions. So, if you have any, don't hesitate. Have a great day.